Hi! Happy St. Patrick's Day! So I did this ombre green eyeliner and I actually really liked how it turned out. I'm just gonna say ahead of time, it did take me a little bit because of how I had to blend everything together. Takes a little bit, but that's okay. It's so fun and the result is fabulous. So the first thing I did was I went in with ColourPop's eyeshadow shade Say I Do and fluffed that in my crease, and then I went in with Coastal Scents 252 Ultimate Eye Palette into this light orange and then into this slightly darker orange and put those in my crease as my transition shades. And then I went into ColourPop's Firefly eyeshadow, pressed shadow, and patted that all over my lid. I wanted to keep the eyeshadow simple so I could keep the focus on the eyeliner. This is another ColourPop shadow, shade Checkmate, and I just wet my liner brush and went into that eyeshadow and started from the inner corner because I wanted the lighter on the inner corner, and then just started to take it out. And then I went into Urban Decay Alice Through the Looking Glass palette and picked up the shade, it's shade Hatter. It's my absolute favorite green. And I started on the center of my lid. I'm using 4 colors total today, so I kind of had mapped out where I wanted these colors to be. Just depends on how many colors you want to use. And then just slowly blended them back together. And this is again Checkmate from ColourPop because I took Hatter too far in. This is another green, and this is from the Coastal Scents 252 Ultimate Eye Palette. And I started mapping out my wing, but then I decided to go into this darker green. I know it looks kind of blue, but it was more mossy in person. You can see on my eyelid it looks more mossy. And I just wanted that color because I wanted a little more intensity on the wing, a little bit darker, to have more of that ombre effect. I just built up kind of the shape that I wanted and then went back in with the lighter green, the third green that I was using. And there's so much fallout because I didn't wet my brush as much as I should have. I wanted a lot of intensity on this. So I just went back in and just layered it on top. You can see that my first 2 greens were, once they were drying, they were going lighter. And actually at one point in this tutorial, I was very happy with how it was looking. But I didn't realize it until I was watching this video and I was like, why didn't I stop there? I'm just taking each of these eyeshadows and going back over and blending them together. So the easiest way to blend these colors together is by taking the majority of the color that you pick up. Like, so when you first pick up a color on your brush, take it and put it down in the center of where it's supposed to be. So Hatter, the brighter green shade from my Urban Decay palette, when I first pick it up, I take it and I put it on the center of my lid where it's supposed to be and blend out the most of it right there. And then with whatever's left over on my brush, I use light, small strokes to blend it in with either color on either side of it. You don't want to have lots of product on your brush. As you go along, you'll see that you'll need less and less product to blend, because if you keep going in with a lot of product, a lot of color, you're not going to have such a great blend. You're just going to find it really difficult to keep blending them together. You can see my other eye is actually a different eyeshadow look, and that's because the day that I did this, it was not St. Patrick's Day, obviously, and I just felt like I didn't want to walk around with green eyeliner, even though it's something I would totally do, totally down for, but for that day, I wanted something a little more chill. So that's what was going on my other eye. I just keep going back into these colors, each of these colors, and blending them together with the next color that's next to it. And you'll see that once they start drying up, you can see how dark or how light it's going to be and what you need to do to help it. Anyway, thanks for watching. This is the final look. Just try not to get lash glue on your eyelid like I did on the inner corner. I didn't even realize until I started watching this video because the lash is so long right there I can't see it, but it's okay. Turned out good. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, leave a like below and subscribe if you're not already, and I hope you come back and watch more tutorials.